Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back to Assassin's Creed 2. Let's continue. So, every time I try to cover a game, I try to show my true experience as best as I can. Sometimes I make decisions about, like, four of the guards, crowd is starting to recognize your kill. Ideally, eliminate them without using weapons. So, I need to kill 4 guards without weapons. So, I try to give the truest experience I can, which is usually showing 100% of the gameplay. Sometimes I make the decision to, if the gameplay is going to be repetitive, to play off screen. I don't see how you could play off screen in this one. Let's see. Fire.
Let's killed my Zio Pino because he couldn't pay the protection fee.
So let's see if that works. But I'm thinking about whether I'm showing a true experience here, and I think I am. Jeez. Well, why don't you other 3 take them on? It's like 3 of them are just standing back there, not attacking, and one's fighting. To save time, let's just leave that guy alone and go for the other guys.
Come, don't be shy.
Actually, while we're here, let's buy some supplies.
That's better for now. But prevention is the best cure, I always say.
Reduce distance to target. What? So I do have to stay next to him. Do I have any weapon I could use? See, it's just taking too long for them to kill this guy. Let's see, no, I was trying to use the poison. Well, I guess that worked. Now they said ideally without using weapons, but it's not like the game has a system where it gives you more XP or anything. So it's just like, we suggest you do it a different way. Well, nope. I take your suggestion and ignore it. That's pretty much what I responded here. When I first played Assassin's Creed 2, to continue my thought though, I did play as obsessively as I am playing now. In fact, a lot more obsessively. It was a different time in which games were more expensive. I mean, I certainly was buying brand new games during that time at like $60 each. So I was trying to get as much quote-unquote value out of a game. Value meaning gameplay time. I was a lot more obsessive about achievements because I was new to that was a new system. This was one of the right in the heyday of achievements for the Xbox 360 was Assassin's Creed 2. Now they've become very old hat. Now they prove themselves to be bad ideas in general because they end up making elements of the game of the games different to accommodate achievements in silly and bad ways often. Let's see. Do I want to assassinate this guy? Do I want to try and knock him off? I guess.
Get him!
So that's a guy I killed without a weapon. There we go. I'm glad the game didn't specifically like reset or anything if I didn't kill him in some without a weapon. There we go. That's a courtesans. That's thieves. And where is this guard? Where's this guard? Is he way up here? Is he over here?
Let my experience garnish you in the finest style available.
Must be at the top. But I think you could probably feel and see why it's a bad idea to have achievements. It's pointless. It's silly. It's just a number on the checklist. Have 100 collectibles of some sort. So they put 100 feathers in the game. That's really just all it is. Now, if they had a story reason to have us collect 1 feather, that's fine. If they had a story reason to have us collect 10 feathers, okay, that's a pretty typical thing in video games.
He's here! Rat! Get back! Hurt!
There we go. But to have to collect 100 is really high. It's a really high number. You can see I've done 18 with no map, which is part of the problem. If they gave me a map, I wouldn't have as much trouble.
Show some respect.
Have you been drinking?
Climbing up here looking for treasure chests. How do I get up to the top of that building? I guess I'd probably have to jump from here to there in a straight line.
Who could hide from a man this skilled? Who could hide from a man this skilled?
So he's saying I'm very skilled as I just missed a jump. And then you get these weird outcroppings that don't actually allow you to walk around the building, where that makes no sense. I would put about 12 feathers in this game. I would have I'd do about 20 feathers, 20 chests, if it felt natural. It doesn't really feel natural. There are more treasure chests in this city than let's see.
Where is he?
Than in anything else. I was gonna say there was more than toilets, and I guess that's true. We haven't seen a single toilet in the entire game.
Get down Laggiù! There! Get off me! Merda! Release me at once!
More treasure chests we're looking for as we're running around. This system doesn't really work. They literally made a game designed to encourage you to run around the rooftops and then put an entire system here to thwart your attempts to run around the rooftops. It's ridiculous. Compare this to like Mirror's Edge, where a significant portion of the game you're just left to your own devices to run around and try and do parkour things, and only in very specific spots does the game throw a enemy at you. And half the time you don't even have to fight the enemies. There we go. Another treasure chest collected. When we started this recording, we had 16 of these remaining. Where's the guard? Here he is.
Oh, your breath!
My breath? The Lord is your shepherd? Okay. So, we're looking for other missions to start and other collectibles to find. Man, I'm wasting all that medicine I just bought. So here's the guy who's not gonna even care that I just climbed up the wall right next to the place he's guarding. Yeah, this guy doesn't even care. I can be right next to him.
You should not be up here, Snorri.
Yeah, how do you fix that problem?
No, I'm with you, truly. I have
Well, I imagine what they should have done is they should have just had the game consist of never touching the ground. So it's heavily encouraged and even required to jump around. And then you wouldn't have to ever find a justification to say, well, in this scenario you do have to go down. Or what else could you do? Just not have guards. Just not have guards on the roof. Actually, it's not that difficult. Yeah, just don't have guards on your roof. You know what I needed to check here is, let's see, database, locations, Tuscany. Have I found everything? Yes, I have. Right. Okay, good. So whatever this little area is that's like a guarded section apparently doesn't mean anything right now.
One shall be delayed on the shoring of the portal of San Matteo. Please exercise caution when entering via the gate.
I suppose I could take off my Medici cape and encourage more people to attack me. I don't know a reason why I'd want to do that. already getting plenty of that. That's what it feels like the cape should be, is it should feel like now that I have this cape, they would just refuse to attack me for being on the roof. They would... And see, the weird thing about it is it makes you anonymous to them, but then they still see you. So it's not like a cape of invisibility. It just... They see the cape and, I guess, purposely ignore the fact that they're looking for a guy that looks exactly like you. But they'll still arrest you if they see you do a crime. Really doesn't make any sense at all. It's just a gameplay element with no explanation. Which, not every gameplay element needs 100% explanation, but also you shouldn't create games that make no sense. I'm reminded of a game that came out about a year ago where you would lose body parts and your head would continue to roll around, and then you'd have to roll around and find your arms and legs and reattach it. A very silly concept that didn't get implemented that well from what I heard and saw, and really had no reason to exist or any explanation, probably more than magic. There you go. I'm doing a lot of climbing for these treasure chests. If these treasure chests weren't here, there would be 300 feathers in the game, like the first Assassin's Creed. Or it was flags in the first game. But the point is the same, because they need something to motivate you as a player to want to climb every single building. Let's do a courier mission.
Please, get this delivered on time and I'll repay you handsomely.
Let's see. Am I going the right direction? Well, the thing about having 3 locations to deliver...
Well, please be careful, amigo.
Oh, interesting. It gives us an actual letter that we could have read. Well, any of the 3 directions might have been the right way, but actually, I'm thinking no, it isn't. I'm thinking I screwed up here.
You should not be up here. Leave. Get down, Strongsoul.
It's way over here. But that's alright, the other 2 are way over there too, so... And I can't... Where am I? What am I running into in the map? There's just this forest section. Alright. I need a horse. Any horses? Anybody see any horses? Where did all the horses go? I have a minute. And it's not like I could have gotten a horse and then... So I got a minute left. Even with a horse, this would be a difficult run. So we're gonna fail this. Let's see, where we started was like right here. Would have been smarter to run right about there. Get a horse, go at the bottom two first, and then end where I started. Unfortunately, there's no restart option in the menu. Just a failed implementation there. So we're wasting 10 seconds here. So we gotta start doing this again. Alright. I don't care about that. I want the map. Back. Darn it. It won't let me see the map. That's not helpful. Horse, 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 horse. There we go. Now, at a full gallop on the horse, you can see we're covering a lot larger of a distance. We go here.
Molte grazie.
Get back on the horse and jump this direction. Full gallop to the next one. You should have been like right next to a horse when you started the race, and it should have been a lot more obvious which direction to go, or if any direction was the wrong direction. So we got a minute 15. Why does it make the sound of the minute 15? Is that halfway through? Did they give us 2 minutes 30? You'd think it would make a noise at like a minute or a nice round number like that. 42 seconds. There we go. Where are you, horse? So we've almost filled up our treasure chest again, so in the next 20 minutes the goal will be to finish all the collectibles and quests in Tuscany, run back to Monticello or Montgomery or whatever. I want to say Monticello, but it's not what it really is. Montgignani. I'm never gonna figure it out. I'm never gonna spend the effort on figuring it out. Is the problem. Come on, give me a way in here. Is there, like, if I jump here, is there something over here? Nope. But I think I can climb up here. There we go. Don't mind me. Don't mind me one bit. Next one's that direction. Boy, was that a close call. Mere inches away from landing on my head. A lot of tapping of the B button when you try to drop down here. A simple single tap isn't enough. You have to hit it again, just in case the game did decide to listen the first time. Here we go. There's a thief over there. I could go bump into him and get some gold. Doesn't seem like my armor is breaking as often as it used to. Probably because I got improved armor. Alright. Next treasure chest is up there. So we'll find a way into the place through this gate. And then up here we are. Climb up to this one. Almost certainly, if you were not obsessive, if you didn't want to do any of the collectibles at all, you may very well be done with the game at this rate. I don't think there's that much story. Alright. Next bit of collectible is here. Get that one. Might as well get the treasure chest done, and then we can run around and do the assassin's contracts. We hit a point in Florence, and it wouldn't be super surprising if we hit that same point here, where like we just don't have the item necessary to win. Like, I could go do that Florence assassination contract now because I have the smoke bombs, and the smoke bombs would keep the group of about 9 heavy armored soldiers I was supposed to kill. It would keep them all disoriented enough that I could go stab them with the blade and they wouldn't fight back. But there's still a few items we're expecting to get. Maybe a different set of bombs, maybe not. It could possibly be that in Assassin's Creed 2 it's just smoke bombs and nothing else. The trailer showed a gun, although the trailer in Assassin's Creed 1 showed a crossbow that never showed up, so take that with a little bit of a grain of salt. I know you do eventually end up with a gun in one of these games. Here we go. Climb up. Keep on climbing. You know what? Just off the edge. come to realize it's easier to throw these guys off the edge than it is to actually fight them. And one more. We'll do this. Are they looking for me? Nope, I guess they aren't. And up this one. Then that.
Why are you here? Get Eccolo! Cut him off! Let go! I don't see him.
That's because I just pushed you off the ledge.
Not you! Get it! I don't see him.
So it's kind of interesting that they throw rocks at you, considering some of them, at least, are holding knives. They might have extra points here to grab back on if you're falling off the edge. But if they hit me with like a rock right there, I would be pretty much doomed to fall. But then again, they may not be able to throw a rock this high up. There's a assassination for no real cause. Throwing knives. So that's the model. That is everything here. Let's go ahead and turn on the economic markers now. And look. We have race. We have an assassination contract and an assassination contract. I also want to take a moment to run to a art store and buy some art. And I don't think there's anything else I really need to do. Just buy some Tuscany art. I don't think there's any different equipment or anything in Tuscany.
I say,
Here we go. What's this contract? Local guild leader supplying the posse with arms. Tail one of his men to find him, then kill him. So I need to tail this person. Let's run this direction. So now we have a lot of guards standing around guarding empty boxes. It would be nice. It would actually be better for the game if once the boxes were empty, those guys disappeared. It would then have the games run smoother. Less characters. Right. We're looking around here, trying to find the guy. Alright, so he's gonna get suspicious if I get too close. And I'm gonna lose him if I get too far. So I'm just gonna walk creepily behind him.
Now that's more like it.
Just throw some money on the ground to get rid of that guy. They specifically have these guys walk in front of areas where the minstrels are going to show up and get in your way. But at least it's not the crazy people too. In the first game it was women specifically would come up. One animation model would come up and beg. And then crazy men, one animation model there, would wander into you and push you around. Here it's a little bit more varied. Got too close. But we have noticed some repetition. Definitely the minstrels all look the same, not just in clothes. The mercenaries seem to only have 3 or 4 different artistic styles. The guards seem to only have 3 or 4 artistic styles. We saw a section where we saw 2 sets of the exact same guard in a cutscene right next to each other, like they were twins. And then we saw another set after the first set, like 5 seconds later. So they didn't even look or care about it. Like, if I could pause the game and look at each of those faces of those characters, I wouldn't be surprised if 3 or 4 of them were the same face. And then when you look at the just random bystanders, they're pretty diverse, but it's the same group in one corner of the street as it is the previous corner of the street. There's, I guess, if I was to guess, 25, maybe 25 different character models in this game that we're seeing consistently. And then you have the unique character models too that probably gets that number up to. Let's see. Kill the guild leader.
There! On him!
We'll just kill all the guild members. There we go. There's an art shop. Where is the art shop?
See what my little gallery has got. I'm sure I have a surprise or two for any art.
Paintings. Sleeping Venus. So, do I have everything now from Tuscany as far as paintings? Yes, I do. Treasure maps. I already have them all.
A pleasure, sir. Come again.
So, that's good. Next thing we need to do is either the race or the assassination contract. And either one will work fine. It probably wouldn't be terrible if I left some of the assassination contracts to do for a later time, and some of the races to do for a little later time. But I also kind of want to do some of them. It's not like we've done a lot of races in the game. It's actually the opposite. We've struggled with the 3 we've tried so far. Now this one looks like it's set up well to be a kind of cool race.
I can beat any man in these parts when it comes to speed. They say you might be a real test for me.
But you don't even chase these people. Where's the next one? Is it up here? Yes, it is. Good.
Not allowed up here. Lee, go back down, Raju. Where do you think you're going?
And see, that's part of the problem. Is even with the Medici cape, it's still very much an incredibly crazy thing to try to do these races.
I see him. There.
So I've got 18 more to do. Darn it. Here we go.
Get
I
down!
don't want to
You
miss.
should not be up here. There! Eccolo! Get him!
46 minutes to do the remaining 8.
Can't see him.
Vitello, Manzo, Vitello.
Running straight to the
35 seconds for the rest. Where is it? Where is it?
Merda, he's
There,
getting away!
get him.
It is. Let's see.
We're losing him.
Where is it? 17 seconds.
Bottom of Cavalli. The council requires regular.
10 seconds.
There, get him.
1 second. Yeah, they're kind of difficult. Kind of too difficult. Even if I knew where I was going, which I don't.
Not supposed to be here. Stop. Get down. Down. Oh, that's you. Stop. Ah.
See, that is gonna cost me too much time climbing from there. Climbing up here. Climbing here. It's too much time. It's just too much time. Every bad jump is costing me a few seconds. Which way? This way? Which way is this one? 42 seconds.
Get him. There. On him.
Go, go, go. No.
Where is he? Get him. You, I see you.
20 seconds. 3 more. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3. Barely made it. And here they come. Mad at me.
Right here.
But I won the race. Isn't that all that mattered? Tired. Keep those guys busy. There we go.
A little discipline, please, amico.
Sorry. Alright, now. That was the race to the assassination contracts. I'd like to get all these done. I'm not sure if it's possible. I'm not sure if it ever stops. I'm not sure even if it does stop, I'll be able to do them all. Where is the pigeon coop? The diagonal jumping is the problem. Often you need to jump diagonally and the game just won't do it. It will correct you. Here we go. I wonder if pigeons would look like that in that time frame. That color, that size. Let's see. I guess I just kill these guys. Some of them you're supposed to track or something, but this one I guess I'm just killing.
What's the name?
I have sworn to may not know the name now. What you will.
Run this way.
Florence, the tide of this season's harvest shall extend to every second bushel after 10, and 3 quattrini per hundredweight of panache.
Let's go ahead, you distract those
You know what
guys.
to do.
Masons and sculptors, due to a shortage of stone, work shall be delayed on the shoring of the portal of San Matteo. These exercises...
That gets me in. No, you don't. Where are you, target? Stop running away. Where did he go?
No respect for artists.
I'm losing him.
I sing a different song. There he is. Cats, it's getting clear.
How about this one?
There he is. Your death will not be swift or easy. Get down or die. Right here. He won't get far.
Quit running away. Them. I'm trying to lock onto the guy and throw a knife.
Let you get it.
Wow. Got him. Can I climb up? No, I'm gonna have to drop down to get this feather. Oh, you now you're gonna get it. Couple blades in the eyes. Getting in the way of my feather. The starting point of these assassination contracts is a major problem because you just don't know. It doesn't give you a good indication. Are there 20 more from that starting point? Are there 5 more? It's probably not 20, but it might be. You just don't know. So until it's exhausted, you're forced to continue running to the same 2 pigeon coops in each area.
Get down now. Go back down.
Let's see, pigeon coop. And I kind of need to run to this pigeon coop before I irritate anybody. Borgia soldiers have been spotted in Central Mode. They may attempt to kill them all, but make sure you aren't seen. I don't want Rodrigo to use your involvement as an excuse to go to war. So, I have two like things. Smoke bombs.
Stop him.
Why'd you see that?
There you go. So I'll throw the smoke bombs and then kill the guys, which means I need to pretty quickly also switch to my assassin's blade after I throw the smoke bombs. So you kind of need a secondary weapon. There you go. Where are the targets? I think they may be on the roof here. Or maybe they're over here.
Another capering crusade. I'm a soldier, not a...
Raju! There!
So yeah, that's not gonna work. I need to probably get far away from them and knife them all. And I don't have enough knives to wear, so let's go ahead and just abort that memory for now. That'll be a lot easier of a quest to do later on. And I could go over here and see if maybe that assassination quest is different, but we really don't need to get that crazy about it. We've done the 2 beat 'em ups we can do. We've got 19 of 100 feathers. We've done the 3 races we can do, and we've done a significant number of the assassination quests. There's like 2 remaining, it looks like, maybe. So we can save the rest for later. Let's run to this fast travel location, travel back to our main city, get our money, see if we can purchase any upgrades. There's probably some art we could go get in Florence, but I'm not really willing to spend a lot of time running around Florence. Let's see. It only costs 41 to fast travel now. I must have done something to increase, to make it cheaper. That must be the case. There's still a decent amount of weapons to purchase and armor and a few other things. Maybe weapons are different in different areas. That wouldn't be super surprising. There we go. So I'm not going to bother to talk to anybody. Not going to bother to try to put any codexes in there. I suppose I could put the feathers in. Feathers in the feather chest. Add 30 value. We can run over here and look at the art gallery. It's starting to fill up, I imagine, rather nicely. Yep, pretty well. Still got a good amount to get. So at 52,000 Fiorne or gold. Just always call it gold. Regardless of the game, just call it gold.
Prices so low, you won't believe your
Unless
eyes.
your game involves a world where gold does not exist. See, there's nothing new there that I can't have. Let's see, this and this. And if you wanted to plan it out right, I suppose you could pick your best weapon, purchase that last, that way. But then you'd also have to, you would have to actually do the math and know what your best weapon is. Let's see. Smoke bomb. I think purchasing that is a good idea.
You'll be well satisfied, I know it. No client of mine will ever be caught under threat.
Medium medicine pouch. Large medicine pouch. Knife belt pouch. Dye clothes. We'll buy all these. Not actually use any of them, but oh, you have to actually pay each time, don't you? Ew, well then forget that. I won't waste
more coming in soon.
waste money that way.
Come, amici! I'll fresh sheep's urine.
No new paintings. Nothing
And
here.
next time, then, sir.
And here, let's now go to Florence. And we'll just go to Leonardo's workshop. So my medicine and my other things didn't automatically fill. We want armor. Do you have anything different? Weapons? Do you have anything different? No. Nope. Ammunition? More throwing knives?
Send me your amici.
There we go. And let's see. We need an art dealer. And it wouldn't be terrible to go to a fabric store in this area too and just make sure nothing changed. Here's our house. Back to where it started. Does it still say auditory? Yep, right there. Years later, the building's still unoccupied.
Come and get your red hot.
There you go, paintings. So now we got all the paintings. A new map. Apparently.
A pleasure. Grazie for your business.
Murderer healing services for all the gods' flock.
Buy a bunch of health packs because I'm going through them like crazy. And
Trust me, you'll soon feel much better, friend.
Stay back!
it's always so strange when those guys decide to freak out next to me. So let's look at the map now. We have, if we toggle off the economic markers, which is fine because I don't think the tailor's going to do anything left. If I was to decide to get all the collectibles here, you're talking 4 there, 4 there, 4 there, 4 there, 5, 17, 18, 19. Seems like there's about 19, 20, 21 collectibles in this area. Now there's a whole other section that has to be down here. On the other side of the river. And we just can't access that yet, I would assume. I would assume it's not as easy as just crossing the bridge and that's it. And there's an assassination contract here, an assassination contract here, an assassination contract there. So there's like 3 we're seeing there, but really all I want to do is go to the mountains. And let's just move on with the story. And that's what we're going to do in the next recording. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.